third quarter? Did you have to focus so much on LeBron and the guys like James Jones burn you?
Yeah, I mean, it was, we got to give him credit for hitting shots. And at the end of the day, LeBron does command some attention at times. Maybe next game we'll probably have a little more individual pride just to see, how well we can do defensively. It's going to continue to be a team game offensively and defensively, so we will still continue to help each other out. But we'll make some adjustments, seeing that we play them so soon as to kind of negate their shooters a little bit, and while still giving their main players the proper attention.
When you go down 16, what does that do to you? I know you had to fight back so hard just to get back in. Does that kind of suck the life out of it a little bit?
Not really. I mean, it's obviously you don't want to come out with that type of energy, but we overcame that. It was first quarter. I think we ended up being down 2 or 5 at the end of the quarter, so I don't think the significance of them jumping out on us played too heavy into the outcome of the game.
They switched LeBron onto you third quarter. I mean, does that show how locked in you were early on and you were finding your shots?
Yeah, I thought initially I would be able to attack. I know that their style of defense puts a lot of pressure, kind of puts you on your heels a little bit. So I kind of made my mind up that I wanted to kind of attack that situation, attack those closeouts, and I wasn't having too much success. Had a few turnovers in the beginning, so I just took what the defense gave me. I had a lot of open threes. Jameer was doing a good job of penetrating. Mo was doing a good job of penetrating at times. And it's just about being ready to shoot.
What about the combination of you, Jameer, and Vic on the floor together to start the game? You played together for a while, as far as this being the first time that all three of you have started. How would you evaluate that going forward?
I think that presents offensively some good penetrators. Those two being our primary penetrators. I being a third guy who can get in the paint, hopefully create for our teammates. I think that was more of a defensive adjustment based on their lineup and having so many shooters. So we'll see what works out to our advantage to kind of just stick with our normal lineup, or if that works for us, if we saw some positives in that, maybe we'll come back with that on Saturday.
They were shooting 154% from three-point range. What do you credit that to? Is it just season work? Or?
Yeah. There's obviously I put a lot of work into my shots to make sure I have the type of shooting I did last year. But part of it's just taking smarter shots and then shooting them with confidence. A lot of this game is mental. Just shooting them with confidence and expecting to make them.
Miami got almost 2/3 of the rebounds tonight. What did you see out there on the glass?
They were making shots. There wasn't a lot of rebounds for us to get. They're just going through the net. So I know I only had 2 rebounds tonight. I think Nick only had about 5 or 6. And a big part of that is you have to get the stops. There were some long rebounds, and I feel our effort probably could have been better with those long rebounds that led to some second chance points for them. But overall, you can only rebound the ball when you get stops. I don't think we got enough stops.
Coach said that against a team like Miami, sometimes you just have to take the first shot that you can get, just because there may not be a better one coming down the pike. But you guys hit 15 three-pointers to 14 two-pointers. Is there a balance that you need to find, or is it just you take whatever Miami can give you in that situation?
You don't want them dictating what you do too much, but you do want to take what's available in general. So again, they put a lot of pressure on your pick and roll, which is a big part of the game. So if you do have that open shot, you should take it. Otherwise, you have to be extremely aggressive, when they become in rotation. Don't bail them out by settling or doing what they want you to do. Kind of dictate the game yourself a little bit.
Miami's defense is pretty unique in the way they blitz guys. Do you have to kind of change your mindset to be aggressive? Because when you see pressure, sometimes your instinct is to retreat and work the ball around a little bit.
I do agree a little bit, because it's not typical. You're not faced with a swarming type of defense night in and night out in this league. It's more methodical. So there is a small adjustment that you need to make, but it has to be made. If that team is back-to-back champions, you need to make the adjustments to play.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you.